Ashes of Creation developer Intrepid Studios has collapsed. All employees have been laid off. Intrepid Studios and founder Steven has resigned. Steven! What happened? I can make a limited statement in my personal capacity and not on behalf of the company regarding the situation. Okay. Control of the company shifted away from me, and the board began directing actions that I could not ethically agree with or carry out. As a result, I chose to resign in protest rather than lend my name or authority to decisions I could not ethically support. Following my resignation, much of the senior leadership team resigned. Following those departures, the board made the decision to issue WARN Act notices and proceed with a mass layoff. I cannot responsibly speak to further details at this time due to ongoing legal and governance matters. What I can say is that the developers and staff acted in good faith and deserved better than the uncertainty they are now facing. I'm incredibly dismayed by the situation. I was on Reddit over the weekend trying to figure out what was going on, and a lot of people seem to think Steven was the board, that the board, aka Steven, was making these decisions, and he is the board, and he wrote this, and I don't really know what's yeah, the board is him and his husband. Okay, so Steven is the board, and he said the board is doing things that he couldn't ethically agree with. Maybe multi-personality disorder. Maybe there's two Stevens, and there's things that the one part of Steven couldn't agree with that the other Steven was doing at the same time, and I'm just trying to wrap my mind around this, guys. I don't know. I think we got smoked on Ashes. How do you request a refund? How do you even do that? I don't even know. Goodness gracious. Oh, it's Steven, and Steven. Oh, it was a cash grab. Okay, for the people saying it was a cash grab, so I'm hearing mixed responses here. Part of what I'm hearing is they've been burning money and burning through this for years. Do we think they came out ahead or behind in the cash situation? I feel like my intuition's telling me they came out behind in the cash situation. Behind? Yeah, I feel like they lost money doing this, or at least were trying to break even or something, but I feel like they didn't make a lot doing this. Maybe I'm mistaken here, but it seems like they got completely smoked in the cash situation. I don't know. They lost money, but Steven made profit. You think, okay, that's the take? Okay, interesting. It seems like, I don't know. How much money are they burning per month on, the studio? They launch their pre-sales or whatever, this and that. It's crazy too. Ashes has been around for what, 8 years, in production, and for a while there, they had this $500 founder pack. And a lot of my friends got it because, they're streamers like Sardocco and people, and they were like, bro, you should check out Ashes. And I'm like, bro, I am not paying $500 for this thing, but it looks pretty good. I want to try it. So I never bought it for years and years and years and years and years and years and years until it came to Steam. When it came to Steam, I'm like, oh, it's on sale, $50 to $40. It's on Steam. That's legit. Let's go play. Lock in, dial, swipe up, $40. We're in, and now we're out. Anyway, yeah. Steam refunds are requested via help.steampowered.com for games played under 2 hours. Oh. Users can choose to refund the original payment. Okay, so, we've played 9 hours. You even said if you're not really worried about testing it, wait. Yeah, so if you guys remember, I played Ashes, what was it, a month ago? Maybe 2 months ago now? Maybe 2 months ago. And my general take was it's exciting, but don't buy it unless you want to kind of be an alpha tester, because it's not there yet. There's nothing to really do yet, right? If you played Ashes when I did, you know what I'm talking about. There was an intro quest line that kind of ends and you just kind of grind mobs and level. So it's don't it's not there. Don't actually buy it unless you want to just straight alpha test. And I think everyone who I watched had a similar take. I think Esfan had a similar take. I think Rich Campbell had a similar take. Everyone kind of had a similar take on these things. Don't really buy it unless you want to be an alpha tester. Summit, I didn't see Summit's take. Yeah. What was Pika's take? I don't know if Pika played it. All the streamers played it and dumped on it. I mean, I didn't think it was terrible. I just think there was nothing to do. Like the shell of the game felt okay, but there was no content in the game. The quests just ended. I was like a couple hours into questing and I was like, where do I pick up the next quest? And you guys were like, there is no next quest. And I'm like, what do you mean there's no next quest? You know, so that was my big problem. And it was like, okay, it's early access, whatever. Like maybe they'll add more quests, you know? But like, I don't know. Toker, thanks for the prime. Who got sponsored by Steven? I don't know if anyone was sponsored by Ashes that I know of. Fan loved the game. It had good bones. Yeah, I mean, I know Sony was playing a good amount. Showback, Fan. I played it was the Fire Festival of MMOs. Yeah, exactly. The Fire Festival. Oh, Pirate Software loved it. Yeah, I saw him playing a lot. Man, I want to know more. I wonder if we're ever going to know more. Who is this mysterious board? Is it literally just Steven, or is there more going on here? I'm the kind of a guy that's like, and this is like a fault of mine, maybe. Like my wife makes fun of me for it. Like I'm the kind of guy who likes to be like, wait, maybe this person is innocent. Like maybe they had really good intentions and we just don't know it. We should wait for more information, you know? Like, let's not judge too quickly here. I'm a little naive, right? So like that part of me is like, that part of me is like, wait a minute. Who is this board Steven's talking about? But maybe I'm just a noob. Hey, Vash, thanks for the sub, brother. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to know more if there's any more information. I hope Steam does refunds. We'll see what happens. Dang. Part of me is kind of sad in the sense that we had all these games planned, or MMOs planned, right? Like the Riot MMO gets pushed indefinitely. Ashes, Intrepid Studios just completely GG'd. So like that's another one. What's the other MMO that just recently got GG'd? Why am I not thinking of it? Oh, New World, but there was another one too. Oh, Lord of the Rings one, I think. New World, and then the Lord of the Rings MMO, now Ashes and the Riot. Oh, and Project Ghost. That's the other one I was thinking of. Oh my gosh. In the last year, we've had Riot MMO pushed. We have New World canceled. We have Ashes of Creation GG'd. We have Lord of the Rings MMO that was supposed to be from Amazon Studios. I think it's just GG'd, right? I think. And then we have, what was the other one that I just said? My brain is just like, Lost Ark died. Lost Ark's still there though. Classic Plus is not canceled, guys. No, don't even. Oh, Project Ghost. Project Ghost, which was Ghost Crawler's MMO. Also, they called it off, or they lost funding. Canceled is with one. Is it really with one L? That looks off. Is it with one L? No, it's two. Why is Twitch chat saying it's one? Goodness gracious. Anyway, Project Ghost GG'd. I won't misspell GG'd. Anyway, this is the last year of MMOs. Am I missing something? That's brutal. That is brutal. That is brutal. MMOs, I guess, are not very profitable unless you make the next WoW. It's like you either like beat WoW and become uber profitable, or it's just like GG. Like all of these games, it's just like, what happened to Ashes? Pirate Software 33-minute video. I don't know if we're going into it. I have no mana. Yeah, if I play a pirate video, it's just gonna be the chat memeing for 30 minutes. I need more mana. Like, dude. Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh man. Young kids don't have the patience for MMOs. Yeah, maybe that's true. Us old men don't have the time and the young kids don't have the patience. But I don't know. I think it's more than that too. I think you could theoretically make a better MMO than WoW. It's just not easy. It's like lightning in a bottle, bro. It's not easy. Yo, Battle, thanks for the prime. Chrono Odyssey getting delayed and bombed. I wasn't even following Chrono Odyssey too much. And was that an Eastern MMO, I want to say? I think it was. Because all of these are like Western MMOs. To beat WoW, you first have to base it off another very popular game like Warcraft 3. That's my take. I've been saying that for years, and people call me crazy, but that's exactly my take. That's why I think Riot could do it, because they're basing it off a league. But I think it's really hard to just like make new IP and say, hey, here's a new MMO when no one knows anything about the world or the IP and they're not invested. Go have fun. It's like, that's generally my take. StarCraft MMO. Okay, this might be a weird take, but I think to be a successful MMO, you have to be somewhat, what's the word I'm looking for? Medieval or fantasy driven. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't see the next WoW killer being in space or being in like I just can't see it. I just can't see it. Like the fans of MMOs love like medieval fantasy stuff. 100% agree? Agree? Oh, you guys agree with me. Okay, I thought this was gonna be a wild take. I think MMOs kind of need to be fantasy, like medieval fantasy. You know, you have mages and you have like crafting and like forges and stuff. Like if you're in space, like I don't know, I just can't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong. Well, no, I don't know if I'd love to be wrong. I think I would like to be right, actually, because I for one like fantasy MMOs. I don't know if I could see it. Is there any other info we know about Intrepid Studios besides this tweet that I could like just read? I don't want to spend maybe like too much time here, but if there's any actual other information, I would like to take a look. Monsters and Memories, like EverQuest, you should check it out. I saw a little bit. Seems like no one is really playing Monsters and Memories. What happened to Ashes? Steven called GG's, I guess. Yeah. Oh, it's not out yet. It was like early access or pre. Speaking of early access, I would do Undead Mage for PvP and Troll Mage for PvE, I think. They push it to launch, they wouldn't have to refund packers. Interesting. Hey, Czar, why not just make an MMO RPG? I would probably fail. Like, dude, it's so hard to beat. I actually did a podcast this past weekend, and that was one of the like things that we talked about was like, it is so hard to like make the players happy. I would not want to be a game dev. I really wouldn't. It's, oh my gosh. We need some multi-billionaires to spend it all on dev for an MMO. So my general take for successful MMOs is they generally have really good existing video game IP. I've talked about this so many times and everyone always disagrees with me, which is fine. Maybe my take is wrong, but when WoW came out, we had Warcraft 3, right? Final Fantasy, generally like a pretty good MMO. They had the single player Final Fantasy games, and like you don't really like see MMOs just come up with like brand new IP. I guess did RuneScape have any pre-existing IP in 2000? Like most games that are successful in the MMO sphere have something going on, right? Elder Scrolls Online had Elder Scrolls, sure. Maybe RuneScape is like a counter example, but that's like maybe different because it was, yeah, it's kind of like one of the first, I don't know. Anyway, my general theory is like it's just really hard, almost impossible to create an MMO without some type of pre-existing IP. And that's why I'm so excited for the Riot MMO personally, more than pretty much anything else, because they have the IP of League of Legends. They have a fan base. They have people excited. They have people invested in the world, right? Like you have this world, just populate it. That is a good position to be in, right? If you're crafting IP that no one understands and no one gets, like way harder situation. Way harder situation. Anyway, that's why I'm so excited for the Riot MMO. That's why I believe in it a lot more. Do I think the Riot MMO will kill WoW? I don't know. I don't even know if it'll be in the same category. We'll see. What do you know about the League universe? They have like this whole website. What's it called? I was poking around on it. League universe. Universe of League of Legends, was it this? No, it was like a map here, this. Like, this is Runeterra. This is like for the person saying like, what do you know about the League world? Like it's literally already, it's on their website, the map of Runeterra. You have cities, lore, the whole map. It's everything is already here. You already have the world. You already have these developed cities. You already have the developed lore. You already have the developed like factions and stuff. It's all here. You just need to build it. That's why I really believe in it. Before the MMO is even announced or exist or anything, it's already good. Like good in the sense that like it makes the world kind of makes sense. I've watched a bunch of lore videos on it too from who made the lore videos? Why can't I think of his name right now? If you guys are Necrit has some really good lore videos on YouTube if you guys care to watch them. Anyway, yeah, that's what we know, right? It's pretty exciting. Like, I have to say, the Riot MMO for MMO lovers out there is probably the most exciting thing besides like Classic Plus or like Blizzard products that's out there. Like for me it is, at least. So, but it might be forever off still. What else is there at this point? Yeah, true. Yeah, true, bro. Let me guess, another WoW killer. I have never used the word WoW killer, I don't think once in the last 22 years. I've never been that guy to be like, this is the WoW. No, this is the WoW killer. And with the Riot MMO, I'm still not saying it's a WoW killer. But I believe in it more than, I think, any other project. But I'm still not calling it a WoW killer because I think maybe, I mean, well, one, maybe it's not great, but two, maybe they can coexist, right? Maybe they're in different categories depending on how they develop it. So still not going to use the word WoW killer, but I believe in it more than any other project in the last 22 years, I think. That's my take. My argument against your existing world argument is SWTOR. So my argument against SWTOR is it's not pre-existing video game IP. SWTOR is based on Star Wars, which is pre-existing movie IP, and that's different. Does that make sense? Because there's a distinction there. It's subtle. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. I've said this on stream before, this is a very kind of like unpopular take. I think it's generally true. Movie IP generally doesn't do super well in the long term for video games. Like if you look at like the most popular games like Counter-Strike, League, like you have things like Marvel Rivals, which is a counterexample, but let's see how Marvel Rivals is doing in 5 years, right? Yeah, you have games that come out that are like short term, they get a bunch of the hype and the excitement, they usually end up dying, right? GoldenEye is like one of the only examples that like I think kind of makes sense. Dune is probably supports my claim. Anyway, like that's generally my take, right? So I think the same is true with SWTOR. The unannounced Guild Wars 3. Yeah, I don't know too much about Guild Wars 3. I've heard rumors, things here and there. I would beep it. Hot take, Star Wars is not science fiction, it's fantasy because there's magic, forging, and monsters. Sure. Okay. The majority of new gen kids don't like the pace of MMOs. That's why they enjoy TikTok, Fortnite, and all the faster paced games. There might never be a big MMO anymore, even with the Riot MMO. So yeah, I've been making this argument for a little over a decade now, and my argument is this. MMO genres are generational. Just like music is generational, just like fashion is generational, just like names are generational, why would game genres not be? Okay, so that means there's certain generations of kids that are attracted to certain types of games, different game genres for a variety of reasons. The era they were born in, how that era of kids were raised, what's exciting for them. We're in a generation of kids that want quicker information, like TikTok, right? Like Fortnite. I agree with you. But my point is, things that are generational are generally cyclical, meaning we might see a comeback of MMOs with the next generation of kids, or maybe the one after that, because they're craving a return to a slower pace style of game. I'm just projecting here. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's my take, right? Is that game genres are generational and they are cyclical, and you'll see them come and go depending on the next generation of kids. Good take. Yeah, I've been saying this for a little over a decade now. It's not a new take. I thought about this like in probably like 2016-ish, like in Warlords of Draenor, when things were not going well, and I'm like, oh, I think I understand what's going on. And then Fortnite came out. I was like, yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense, right? Anyway, maybe MMOs might not be like the hot thing now, but maybe they'll come back in a big way. I wouldn't say never. That's my take.